Mums with Hustle podcast, episode 501.
Welcome to the Mums with Hustle podcast, where you'll discover everyday mum entrepreneurs killing it in their industry. Learn the secrets you can replicate to create your own success with your host, Tracy Harris.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Mums with Hustle podcast. I'm Tracy Harris. I'm so excited that you're here. Like, whether you are an OG listener, oh my gosh, we're like 500 episodes in. Yes! Huge milestone over here. Or whether you're someone that is new to the podcast, I'm so glad that you're here. I believe you're here for a reason. And so let's dive into this episode, because last night I went to dinner. My family and I went to dinner with another family, and we watched two kids' faces go from absolutely lit up with excitement, looking forward to their meals, to being completely deflated in a matter of seconds, all because of a measly plate of fish and chips. And as I sat there, I just thought to myself, this is not about the dinner. This is not about the fish and chips. This is about business. It's about your business. It's about my business, especially if you are running a course or membership style of business. So today, I wanted to share that story with you and pull out some wonderful lessons that I know will help you raise your standards, retain more clients, and build a business that lasts. So let's get into it. So last night, we went out to dinner with our mentees and friends, Julianna and Dan from Stories of Play. You may have heard me mention them before here on the podcast or in one of my trainings or on Instagram, because Julianna has been in my coaching containers for years. In fact, she's been in my mastermind for years, and her journey started even before that. It started way back when she joined my Social Method Society after giving birth to their third daughter. Side note, they have 4 children now. So yes, she's been in my world for years. And we got up for dinner in Bali, which is really cool because Dan and Jules world school their children, much like we do. So they're not in formal school. They're very much learning through life and experiences and immersion and following their interests and their curiosities. It's such a beautiful thing, but we're not here to chat about that today. So yes, like I was saying, over the years, Julianna, moved into my mastermind, and we've watched both her and her husband, Dan, rise. Now, side note, Dan also receives one-on-one performance coaching with Carl, my husband, and a coach inside of this business, to sharpen himself as the mechanics of their business, because it's so unique. You know, there are not that many couples building businesses like this at this level. So they're both being coached and developed here at Tracy Harris Co. And they know the importance of keeping their marriage strong whilst also growing themselves individually in their unique zones of genius. So anyway, while they've both been here in Bali, Dan and Carl have been doing their one-on-one sessions face-to-face. Yes, they're working hard together during those coaching sessions, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that they're also playing really hard. They're enjoying seeing the sights, even playing a bit of paddle together, which has been really cool. So yes, then the two families caught up, okay? Enter the measly fish and chips. So both of the world schooling families meet up, and, you know, the kids are chatting just a little bit because they're all, you know, kind of shy. Like kids, you know, they always warm up towards the end of an evening together. So that was happening. But yeah, they were chatting. They were talking about the things that they've all done here in Bali, whether it's snorkeling in a med or trekking in rice fields, going fishing, learning how to crochet, silversmithing, printmaking, all the things. And we order the meals, and we're all sitting there very much looking forward to our meals. And plates start landing on the table. So you know that feeling when the food starts coming out, you know, it hits the table, everyone's eyes light up. You're kind of like looking at, ooh, what did you order? Ooh, that looks so good. So yeah, that was the moment. Anyway, the kids that ordered burgers, their meals came out first. And these were massive. Now, apparently, the sliders, the burgers, were, well, usually sliders are small, right? If you know, you know. But these came out as 2 burgers, like the size of cheeseburgers, 2 of them with fries, with broccoli, with carrots. These were really abundant plates. It was smiles all round. It was shock. Like as the adults, we were shocked. We were like, wow, this is insane value. You know, all of that was going on. Then out comes the kids' meal, the kids who ordered fish and chips. And honestly, what arrived was the saddest, most measly little portion. Even the actual plate it was served on was like a saucer. It was small with one teeny little piece of fish and like probably the size of a fish finger. I kid you not. And the smallest handful of fries, nothing else. And those kids, yeah, watching their faces go from excited seeing the burgers hit the table for all the other kids to seeing their fish and chips hit the table was deflating and heartbreaking. And here's the thing. If all the kids' meals had been that small, no problem. But when half of the table gets abundance and the other half gets crumbs, the standard of value is broken. So that's not just a dinner problem, it's a business problem. So what does this have to do for us as course creators and membership owners? Well, I think number 1, consistency of value matters. When some clients get an abundant experience and others feel shortchanged, you create doubt, and that doubt erodes loyalty. For you, that could look like putting all of your energy into a flashy launch module and then letting the rest of your program just feel super flat. Or it could be giving big attention to new members while older members start to feel invisible. So consistency of value matters because it builds trust. Number 2 is that perceived value is as important as actual value. The burger meals looked abundant and exciting. The fish and chips looked sad. So ask yourself, what does your client see and feel when they step into your program? What does your onboarding look like? How do your materials and your calls land? Is it world class? Is it a little bit of an afterthought? Is it rookie? The presentation and the value shapes perception, and perception drives retention. So it matters. All right, number 3, retention is everything. Retention is everything. Acquisition or getting new leads and new customers every time is expensive, and retention is sustainable. So if you keep delivering measly fish and chip moments, your clients aren't going to stick around. They're not going to refer you. You'll be stuck in the exhausting cycle of chasing new leads instead of enjoying the compounding effect of your loyal clients within that program or having them move from one program to another and staying with you over years. So retention is everything. Number 4, feedback is a gift. And this is the part that I loved about this whole experience because we spoke to the manager and he listened. And not only did he listen, he thanked us. He swapped the meals and he fixed it. And that kind of openness to feedback is leadership. As a business owner, you need systems that let you catch feedback early. Okay, so some of the systems that you may have is surveys, office hours, check-ins, focus groups. I run these inside my programs. Okay, do not hide from these. Lean into them. Get the feedback because it's a gift. And number 5, play the long game. You can overcharge and under-deliver for sure. And every single week, I hear from women who have had this experience because there are a lot of shonky, dodgy coaches out there. Like people taking big money and delivering measly fish and chips. Like, you know. And it's infuriating because these people are short-sighted, okay? Because sure, yeah, you may make a quick sale, But long term, no retention, no referrals, no reputation, or maybe a reputation but a bad one. The real game is loyalty. It's word of mouth. It's lifetime customer value. It's how you build something that lasts. And that's how you can look around in the online space and see people having to constantly pivot and reinvent themselves because they've just burned all their bridges from delivering measly fish and chips, or they're just not in business anymore at all. Play the long game. All right. So, little reflection question, all right? Where in your business are you serving up the measly fish and chips when your clients were expecting sliders overflowing with value? If you can tighten your standards, deliver consistency, and treat feedback as the gold mine that it is, then you're going to retain clients, build loyalty, and create a business that grows year after year after year. And this is how you build not just sales, but you build a legacy and a strong, sustainable business. If this episode landed with you, I'd love to hear about it. Please head over and leave me a review, a 5-star review, and tell me that you love this episode. And don't forget to leave your Instagram handle so I can come and connect with you. And if you or a friend is building an online course or membership or coaching container, maybe share this episode with them. So then we can kind of raise the bar together and create more world-class experiences for the people that we serve. Until next week, stay happy in your hustle. I'll see you on the next episode.